Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Somebody give me Ezekiel 24. Right, we come out here to wake up our people and show our people why we're in the conditions that we're in. Right, because it's key that we know why we're in the conditions that we're in, because our people are looking for the root cause. Hey, sisters, y'all got 5 minutes real quick. Real quick. Our people are looking for reasons why, well, not all of our people, a lot of our people don't give a damn. A lot of our people think this is the status quo and how things are supposed to be, but some of our people are actually looking for knowledge and understanding of why we're the ones that went to slavery. Why we're the ones that face, our people have, again, this buzz term called, hey family, real quick. A lot of our people have this buzz term called generational curses, and how we can break these generational curses. They're trying to do it by any means possible that's not the Most High. So when we read these scriptures, we find out what the key core causes and the root cause of us being in the condition that we're in, we'll realize that it's only the Most High that can bring us out of the condition that we're in. It's only the Most High that can bring us out from underneath the curses that what? He's the one that subjected us to. Right. Hey, brothers. Hey, kid, you got 5 minutes, real quick, bro. Just holler at me real quick. Take a fly with you now. Take a fly with you. What you got, man?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verses 4. Wilt thou judge them, son of man? Wilt thou judge them? Cause them to know the abomination of their fathers.
What did that say?
Cause them to know the abominations of their fathers.
What's going on, bro? You got 5 minutes for me, that thing? 5 minutes, real quick. What did that say? Read that one time.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verses 4. Wilt thou judge them, son of man? Wilt thou judge them? Cause them to know the abominations of their fathers.
That's it.
Cause them to know the abominations of their fathers.
We're going to come out here, we're going to let our people know the abomination or the sins that we as a people currently commit. Because in this society, I mean, they have the spirit of the only God can judge me. Or you can't tell me this is my body. I can do what I want to do, when that's not what the Bible teaches. And that's the key root cause of why our people are in the condition that we're in. Is because what? They don't think anybody can judge them. They don't even think that anybody can tell them what's good or what's bad. Right? In this society that we've grown up in, they put what? They put light for darkness and darkness for light. We brought up in a society where evil is good and good is evil, but we come out here to change the narrative. We come out here to tell our people that the Most High has a standard and a measuring stick for what's good and what's evil, and that what? We have to uphold that. The Most High called us to what? To be set apart. Give me that Leviticus 20, verse 26. That's a part of being a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Part of our culture, part of our heritage is what? Is being set apart. Is not doing the things that the other nations do or the other nations say is okay. And what? Again, that's the key cause, the key root cause of us being in the slums and the ghettos. Is being subject to a nation that is inferior to us, is because what? We do contrary to what the Most High told us to do. We do contrary to what the measuring stick that the Most High calls good, and we do evil. Right. Hey sis, you got 5 minutes real quick? What you got, Ken?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verses 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
Go on.
For I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you, and have severed you from other people.
So the Most High what? It said he severed us from other people. So what? We've been mixed amongst the nations, and what? Now what? We do what the other nations do. We think the things that the other nations partake in is cool, is good. But no, the Most High says we what? Read that one more time.
Come. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verses 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine.
What?
That ye should be mine.
Our people don't even know that we belong to the Most High. Right? That's what we really need to know, is who we really are. So that what? So we can start acting like who we really are. So that we can start embodying what the Most High told us to be, which is what? Kings and priests on the earth. But what? If we're not acting like kings and priests, you think the Most High is going to treat us like kings and priests? Right. I don't know. So what? We have to come back to the law, statutes of the Most High, of the Most High, and what? That starts with men coming out here and telling our people where the hell they're going off at, what they got to do to get better. Because if nobody's telling our people, guess what? No other nation's going to do it. All the other nations, they want us to be freaked out. They want us to be like all these other people. They want us to, what do they call it? A melting pot. They want everybody to be the same, but what? The Most High didn't call us to be the same. Like we just read, the Most High called us to be different, called us to be set apart. What about y'all? Y'all believe in God, sis?
Come on, sis.
Y'all believe in God? You believe in God, sister? Okay, okay. So y'all believe in the Bible. Real quick, let's talk about Jesus, though. Let's talk about Jesus. See, even in the scriptures, the Most High said, oh, we come near to the Most High with our mouth, but what? In action and in doing, we're far from it. I got a Jesus shirt on, that means I believe in God. That don't mean you believe in God. There's actions that you got to take to show that you believe in God. Right? And the Bible teaches that too. So we not just out here flapping at the gum. We out here telling our people the truth and showing our people what we got to do to get right with the Most High. Give me Ezekiel 20, you go back and forth. Read that one more time.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verses 4. Wilt thou judge them, son of man?
Hey, brother with the Gap hoodie on. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, come holler at me real quick. Give me 5 minutes. I ain't gonna keep you long. You believe in God? Get it over here. You believe in God, can you? What God you believe in? Yeah, it's only one God, but there's multiple gods that different people believe in. Like you believe in the God in the Bible? But that's not true. God is God, right. But you said the Bible teaches that Jesus is God. They teach that he's a God, but they don't teach that he's the Most High God. So that's why we have to quantify what God you believe in. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Right. Exactly. So we're not out here teaching Christianity like a lot of people think, because people equate the Bible with Christianity. We don't equate the Bible. Real quick, Elder. Real quick, King. No, they can't. Brothers, we got one teacher, we got one mic. I can answer your question. We haven't downloaded this conversation. Don't worry. Matter of fact, if you want to talk, if you want to send it to the elder in the back. But, if you want to, but the real teaching is, because again, like I said, a lot of people, they see us with the Bible and they equate us with Christianity, which we're not teaching. We believe in the Bible, but Christianity has taught us the Bible wrong. We teach the Bible as like it's what it is. What it really is history. And it's the history of specific people. You read about the Israelites in the Bible, if you're familiar. The people that came through the Red Sea with Moses when he said, let my people go. We teaching that that's us, the so-called Black and Hispanic Native American in America. These people are the people that went through the Red Sea with Moses. These are the people that made a covenant with the Most High. These are the people that the Most High gave those so-called, what they call, 10 commandments. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Do you think? But our people don't know that. We've been deprived, we've been stripped of our heritage and who we really are. When you take a look at the so-called black man, this is talking about the black man, right? What would you say our heritage is? What would you say our ethnic background is? Where did we come from? The so-called black man, the American black man. You can't pinpoint. Why? Why did they make a concerted effort to take it from us? Why did they take it from the Chinese man? Yeah, I know. It's something they're hiding. But our people don't even that out in Isaiah, verse 2. Our people, we run around, like I said earlier, and we just think it's a status quo. Right, living in the hoods and the ghettos and us going into slavery, we don't really think why this happened to us as a people. Out of all the nations on the earth, it just so happens that we're the ones that got subjected to this. But it just so happens that we're the strongest people, we're the best people and everything. Whether it's sports, whether it's music, don't matter what it is. We excel, we dominate. All the rest of the nations don't matter. Whether it's sports, why did the so-called black man that excels in everything, how are they subjected to slavery? How are they subjected to Section 8 or poverty? We got the best minds of everybody, whether it's kept to conventions or being visionaries, things like that. But why are we stuck in the situation that we're in? They don't want you to know that. But the Bible tells us that this is going to happen to a specific people. Let me show you something. Give me Isaiah 1 verse 3.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verses 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So two dumb animals, they know at the end of the day who they belong to, right? But what does it say?
But Israel says what? But
Israel says, but Israel. And we're telling you that the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, we are Israel. And like I said, we're the people that came through the Red Sea. You talk about King David, King Solomon. You talk about Jesus Christ, who you mentioned. That's who we stem from. That's our ancient heritage or our ancient ethnic background. We come from Jerusalem, Samaria, all these cities over there in the Middle East. They got you thinking, where's he at? Where's the Jews? Where's Amalek? They got you thinking this man, he belongs over there. And he's the real person in the Bible. They tell you that he's the real Egyptian too. Yeah.
Like the people who came over.
Right. Right, yeah, yeah. Right. That's when you get 5% or what do they call it? $5 increase. Yeah, right. Yeah, but you can see it. You can see a pattern. That's what they'll tell you to everybody. You go, like, if you study the Bible and stuff, you might go watch a YouTube video, they'll have a Canaanite, they'll be a damn white man or a Moabite, but that's what they do. They like to paint. That's why some people say his story, because he paints the history. He tells you what. Yeah. We talk about that. It's good. It's true.
Talk about, oh, you listen before you.
We don't really believe in that. We can go in there too. We don't go in that a whole different route. But just where we stand for where we was at. The white man, like you said, he has a track record for painting over people's history, for taking people's heritage, saying that they this person, they that person, when that's not really done. But we're telling you that we're God's chosen people, and they took that, and now they're portraying and masquerading to be you. Like my brother said earlier, you got Kyrie Irving that came out and said that, Nick Cannon, all these different celebrities that come out and say, no, the so-called black man is a real Jew. Then what happened? What happens to him? You can come out and say you Muslims, or I'm an Egyptian, and nothing happens. But when we come out and say we're the real Jews, people start getting shut down. Kyrie Irving, he got they suspect him for the league. Why is that? Because when truth starts coming out, they don't like that. No, we don't fall under Judaism. Judaism is really, there's a whole, that's more of the practice, Judaism. Being a Jew is an actual bloodline. Being a Jew is actually people. Practice, well, not what they, Judaism, it came later. We practice the Torah, or what you call the first 5 books of the Bible. Right, exactly. So that we're telling you, give me the curses real quick. We want to show you that this has to be us. This is our history. And that the white man, again, they came, they conquered, they took this Bible, and now you got the white man being a Jew. Now you got God looking, where's Jesus at? Okay, now you got God looking like this man. Well, that's not true. You say you look the truth. You say what? Right, exactly. So we're going to show you something. Give me verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verses 15. But it shall come to pass.
Now this is Moses talking to the Israelites. You familiar with the story? They go through the Red Sea. Egypt, the Pharaoh and his army get drowned. They go to Mount Sinai, they get the law. They get the covenant, meaning the contract. Our forefathers made a contract with God that we would what? That we would do his commandments. Alright, so we're going to read about this contract right here. Read that again, Pete.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Most High, basically, he's telling these people that if you don't listen to what I say, my commandments, there's going to be curses that come upon not just one of you, your whole nation of people. Right, so what would you say is going on in our community, the so-called black man, that would seem like it's a curse, that we just can't shake? That it's like a hex on it. People killing each other. Give me 3 things. Disconnected. Okay, what else? Normal. That's big. Now watch this. Go to verse 54. Watch this. Because, like we just read, the Most High said there would be curses, punishments that come upon you as a people if you don't listen to my commandments. Now, there's a whole chapter full of punishments that would happen to us as a people, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We talked about the Native Americans. They got colonized. That's in the Bible. Us going into slavery. That's in the Bible. Us killing each other. That's in the Bible. We're going to read you a couple of these cases. We're going to show you that there's no doubt that we got to be these people because nobody else in the earth goes through these things because they're not these people. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verses 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brothers.
So what people have an evil eye towards their own people? Us. We talked about us killing each other. Is that normal? You see the Chinese man killing each other for no reason? You see the Japanese man doing that? There's no other people on the earth that you would say, oh, they killing each other over different colors. Or he stepped on my shoe. Or he's from this block, I'm from this block, now we gotta go to court. Nobody else is doing that but us. So that just shows you that's gotta be talking about us. That's gotta be a curse. Because that's an illness. Like I'm killing somebody that look like me. Nobody else is doing it. Like, all the rest of the nation, they coming together, they having their days, or they coming together, making business with one another. We can't even go to a party without niggas fighting and shooting at the end of the day. Meaning what? We're the ones going through it. Watch this. It said evil eye towards our brother.
His eyes shall be evil toward his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
We're gonna have an evil eye towards our women, calling them hoes, sluts, pouring them out, things like nobody, domestic violence. Nobody goes through people. Now, other nations people go through that. Wait. No, that ain't no law. No, they got specific laws to where they can do that. But I guess I can see what you're saying, but it's not because domestic violence is more like a hatred thing. It's not because they hate them. You see what I'm saying? So what? Even the scriptures say this is going to be a sign. So it might not be just us going through it, but who's the face of it? Where the face at? When it comes to domestic violence. Listen, I know my brother said it was a statistic. That we lead in domestic violence, so-called black women, Hispanic women. Somebody wants to bring that up. Let's keep it for so-called black women. Yes, just keep it moving. Even if you don't want to call it domestic violence, let's say we're going to have an evil eye towards a woman. Even if you don't want to call it domestic violence, you want to classify domestic violence as what they're doing. It's at an evil eye, so that means hate. You see what I'm saying? So nobody else hates their women like we do. So it says domestic violence disproportionately affects certain racial and ethnic groups in the United States. Black individuals, including both men and women, experience higher rates of intimate partner violence compared to white individuals. So even if you want to call it domestic violence, we disproportionately, like we just read, we lead in that too. So that you can see that.
Majority of the time, when you walking up the steps out the door, the woman will have to shine a piece of it. So there's a lot of times. A lot of times you see them signs from your neighborhood because of our people. Domestic violence, somebody one got shot.
All right, let's just keep it in the movie. But even if we were outside, even if we do talk about outside the United States, like I said, even if you want to take away that classification of domestic We're just talking about hatred. So they call it, even if you want to, even if what they do over there in Saudi Arabia, I don't even think they would classify that. Well, like what? I would disagree. I would disagree. Right. Yeah, no, that's not true. But like you just read, we disproportionately. Yeah, but you said white people. Okay, all right. Well, you might disagree there, but like I said, in my opinion, and the stats will show that we hatred towards our women. Nobody else has that like we do. Hatred. Okay, so let's just stick with the Bible. So hatred towards women. Nobody else doesn't happen. Prostitution, hoeing, one second. So even things like that, prostitution, hoeing, that's hatred towards women. Okay, let's. Look, a majority of our people over here in the Western Hemisphere, we do have our people scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We're going to read that. So, we're going on. So it says, the evil eye towards our women, read.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children.
We're going to have an evil eye, the so-called black man, towards our children, read.
Which he shall lead.
Did I say?
Which he shall lead.
What people in the face of leading their children. A single parent household. Hey, bro, you got a cigarette. Is that it? Okay, you smoking too. Can you back up, please? Huh? I'm saying you smoking. Going out on my face, bro. But who's the face of that? We just spoke what do they call it? Women and children? What do they call it? Women and children, Social Security, these different welfare, all these, who's known for having fatherless households? The Bible told us that 3,500 years ago, the Bible told us if we don't keep the commandments of God, that was going to happen to us as a people. And as we're going on and we're reading these curses, they don't fit nobody in. This is how we know this got to be us. Because again, we're the people that's actually living it. Even in the book of Isaiah, the Most High says, "Ye are my witnesses." Why does he say that? Because we're living witnesses that the Most High is real. Because he said this is going to happen to his people. Guess what? 2025 is happening right now, and we're living through it. You see what I'm saying? Go to 16 real quick. Now, how did the so-called black man? How did he do? Well, I wouldn't say all of us did, but vast majority of us did. Right. So watch this. What you got?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verses 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
When you talk about the Israelites, what were they doing in Egypt? 3,500 years ago, on the Pharaoh. Right. Right. He was a slave. So when the Most High says, "I'm going to put you into Egypt again," what is he saying? Put you back in slavery. All right, read this again, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
That's it?
With ships.
What's up?
With ships.
Whose history is that? It's us. You see what I'm saying? Something hold that sign for the brother real quick. The Most High said, "You don't keep my commandments as a punishment. I'm going to put your people into slavery, captivity again with ships." Nobody on earth can say that that's happened to them on the level that it happened to us. Giving sardine on the bottom of ships, coming over to this land, being sold. We're going to keep reading. Watch, we don't.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
That's it?
There ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
What is that, bro? You get up and shit, you're going to be sold to your enemies. You know what I'm saying? You see where we're coming from? It's the Bible. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You read this whole chapter is outlining the stipulations of the contract that we made with God. There's blessings that come with us following the commandments, but there's punishment. It's like you got kids? How old are they? Okay, so they around that age. When they do something bad, what happens? Consequences. We're telling you that as a people, the Most High, give me that Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. The Most High, he has a chosen people. He is a people that he put above all people. He is a people that he made a covenant. He is a people that he calls his children. And that when they start doing things that he tells them not to do, there's consequences that come with them. I mean, if there's consequences with you, how much more the Most High when his children go up? You see what it is? Like, I'm a good father if I beat my child and beat him up. How much more the Most High? See what I'm saying? So that's what our teaching is, that we're the children of the Most High. We disobeyed the things that he told us to do, and there was consequences that came with them. What you got, Chris?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means set apart. The Most High called us to be, that's why he gave us laws. The laws that the Most High gave us is really like a moral code. There's certain things that the nations do that we just, as really spiritually, we don't even get, like, you eat dog, you go to the dog food festival, dog. But the Chinese man, he get down with that. It just, it isn't. There's certain things that we do that we're, okay. We're going to talk about this now. When you put the two together, it's like it can't be nobody else. Right. See that?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. To be a special people unto himself.
Like we talked about earlier, there's a reason why like sports playoffs on right now. What people are dominating the playoffs? What nation of people? Us. You don't see, I mean, you get you get Luka Doncic once in a blue moon. You get Nikola Jokic. You get a Jeremy Lin. He played good for 5 games, and now they got something called Lin Sanity. Michael Jordan was doing that for his whole career. You see what I'm saying? You get the Nikola Jokic once in a blue moon. But our people make up 99% of the NBA. The D League, the G League, NFL, anything. What kind of music are you listening to? Mine is R&B though. What's that though? You like country music? You like heavy metal? No, nothing like that. Why is that not the standard of good music in the world? Why are we the standard? Why are we the standard for being cool? We got wiggle, we got swag. Why? Why are we the ones that can dance the best? The energy that we do. But it's because the Most High made us like that, though. The Most High put that spirit in us to be, again, like we're going to read this one more time. Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
A special people unto himself, read.
Above all people.
That's it.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
The Most High created us to be above all people. That's why you see us dominate. It doesn't matter what it is. If we get our foot in it, there's certain things that they don't even want us to get our foot in. We just take over. You like golf? You know, well, who's the best golf player of all time? Tiger. Why? See that? Who else? That's tennis players. I don't know about feet. I mean, I don't know about men, but females. Venus and Serena. They got up in there and they took even the best. I think the best tennis player right now, woman is Naomi Osaka, right? And there's one coming up, Coco Gauff. What? That's yes, but she's coming. She's coming. But you see, like whatever we get our foot into is over with. But they know that. But that's why they keep us pressed down. That's why they try to keep their foot on our necks, because what? The cream always gonna rise to the top. That's why they stripped our heritage. That's why they stripped who we are from us. Because when we know who we are, give me that Genesis 32 verse 28. When we know who we are, they know that we got power. Not just strength and might, but when we're connected to our God, they can't do nothing with us. There's power. What does God mean? You know what God means? God is just a title, it means power. So when we gotta be plugged up to our power source for us to have actual power. We might, we dress nice and we do like I said, we still the biggest, strongest, fastest people on earth. But look at where we're at. Without our power source. We on the bottom. But now what we're telling you is that we have to plug back into our power source. And how is that? We still have to start obeying what the Most High told us to do. Remember what I told you? If you're doing wrong by your father, you're doing the things that he told you not to do, what's going to happen? You might get whooped. You might get that allowance taken away. You might get that PS5. All these different things, the Most High is taking that from us. And now we're getting the proverbial belt to ass. See what I'm saying? Give me that Genesis 32 verse 28.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel.
Who?
But Israel.
And that's who we are. We're not black or African American. Like I said, you read about the people in the Bible who are called the Israelites. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, that's who we come from. Jacob got his name changed to Israel after he wrestled an angel. But we're going to see why that's our name, what that means. Read on.
For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
So we have power with God and with men. Our real job and our real authority on this earth is to be, you know how America, they call themselves the police of the earth? You ain't know that? They go around, they police the earth. Right, but that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be going around being those kings and be that top nation the Most High created. We're supposed to be distributing our knowledge of God to the other nations. But we can't do that in the state we're in. We can't do that at the bottom. So what? We have to be put back up on our pedestal that the Most High created for us. But the only way we're going to be able to do that is by coming back to Him and His laws and His statutes and His commandments that He gave to Moses, that He took us to. What you got, man?
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verses 1 to 2. Hear therefore, O ye kings. O ye who? O ye kings. And understand, learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth, give ear, ye that rule the people.
You got what?
Ye that rule the people.
And that's really our job on the earth, is to really, you see the earth, it's out of order. You got freaks back. You got, what was parade that you went by? Oh, was it Trump parade? I thought it was a LGBTQ parade. You cool with that? No, but the rest of the nations or the world is, because the world is out and we're in power and we're ruling through our God. That's not happening. All the things that are against God or profane, it's not happening when we're in our right position. That's why the Most High said, hear ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. That's our true position. But when we disconnected from our God, by what? By disobeying Him, this is what we get. Where are you from? You see how our people are living in South Philly, North Philly? You go over the bridge, go to Camden. We was just in Indianapolis. You see how we living out there, Detroit. Don't matter where we at. It's not a coincidence that we're living like that. It's because we disobeyed the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So what? As a people, we got to come back to God, and that's our message to you. Give me that. I'll get you one more scripture. I don't know if you got time. I'm gonna get you one more scripture. Give me Deuteronomy 30. Go to verse 1. Go to the top. Watch this. Because there is a reverse of this. Because this, like I said, our people think this is the status quo, that the white man's superior, but it's not true. He's gonna give us that PPP loan again. That's not it. The only way you read the Bible, the only way the Israelites get out of slavery, because this is the first time this has happened. You read the Bible, the Israelites went into slavery, after slavery, but what was the only way, what was their solution to getting out of slavery? It was coming back to God. That's the only way. That's what we're going to read this. Give me Deuteronomy 30, verse 1.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee.
You listening? It said, when all these things are come upon thee, the what?
The blessing and the curse.
The what?
The blessing and the curse.
We just read through the curses. We can see that these curses come upon us, like you just said. Like you said, you didn't know that going into slavery on ships is in the Bible. A lot of our people don't. But now we can see that happened. We can see that these curses are actively happening to us. We don't.
The blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord thy God.
That's it.
And shalt return unto the Lord thy God.
Now it's time for us to return unto our God. Return unto our Creator. Return unto the one that actually put us in the condition that we're in. Not because he hated us or anything, it's because we disobeyed. It's on us. So now we have to, what? You gotta start obeying. Why? Read.
And shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
What did that say?
That the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
Turn means like to end. You know, the reverse, turn. So he said he's going to turn our captivity. Read.
And have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
And that's a promise. You see, the Most High, he don't lie. The things that he said was going to happen, he living it. So when he says that all we got to do is come back and obey him, that's actually going to happen. He's going to come and he's going to return and gather us from everywhere we've been scattered. We're going to be put back in our land, and that's when we're going to be able to rule. That's when we're going to be able to be those kings and those priests that, and that holy nation, that top nation. That's when that's going to happen, when we come back to God. It can't be through any other avenues that our people try and it hasn't worked, nor is it going to work. What happened to Martin Luther King? What happened to who else? Malcolm X? You know about Marcus Garvey? What happened to that book? And same way. Anytime our people try to come about this situation that we're in, it always gets shut down. So that's our message to you, is that you're an Israelite. What's your father? So-called black man? So you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? Of the nation of Israel. We have to come back to our God. That's the only way out. That's the only way. These so-called, what they call generational curses, this is the only way out of that situation. This maze that we're in. All right, so somebody get this brother a flyer real quick. You got a flyer? This brother got a flyer? Flyer. What's your name, Kate? Chris? All right, Chris, you be easy out here to be safe. All right, brother. What about you, King? You believe in God, brother? Real quick, let me holler at you, real quick. I ain't gonna take long. Real quick, bro. 1 minute, sis. 1 minute. For God. Get us into the hand. You too, King. You believe in God? Give me 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes, bro. We'll give you a round of applause and everything. 3 minutes, brother. 3 minutes. Come on, brother. 3 minutes, man. Come on, King. Since you can't go nowhere, don't even try to sneak out.
Take a flyer, brother.
Real quick, King. 5 minutes, bro. Somebody else can talk to him real quick. What about you, sis? You believe in God? You believe in God? Okay, we're going to talk to this, and we're going to talk to you, too. So you believe in God, sis? Is that why you got the cross on your shirt, or that's just for show? That's just, oh, okay. So what God you believe? You believe in the God of the Bible? What you believe about it? What's your take on the Bible? You read the Bible? Name 3 people in the Bible. Ask a question. You say you believe in God. Oh, okay. All right. So what we're doing, right? What's your nationality? African American. When did we get that term placed on us as a people? When did that term get placed on us as a people? That label. 1986. Now I'm guessing you were probably born after that, but your mother, your father, they was probably born before that, right? So why are we going with the label that's what's that? 30, 40 years old? 40, I think, this year. You see what I'm saying? What were we before that? What were we before we came over here as slavery? We don't know. Why don't we know? The Chinese man know he's Chinese. I'm about to ask this. Excuse me. Under Armour. He probably know where he come from. He probably from like India or something like that. Right. We're the only people on the earth that don't know where we come from. We think we African, but we American though. But Africa's a continent. So there's 53 countries. You see what I'm getting at? So we're already teaching our people is that we're the people of the Bible. The Bible isn't a, people, like I said to the other brother, people equate the Bible with Christianity. It's not, because the things they teach in Christianity really aren't in the Bible. They might quote the Bible, but the things that they teach aren't biblically sound. We're teaching about the history of the Bible. Sis, you listening? You sure? You got somewhere to go?
Yeah, I got to live.
Oh, you got, all right, somebody get the sister fly. What we're telling you is that we're telling you that we're the Israelites according to the Bible. That's our real nationality, and we got to come back to God. All right, so check the flyer out. What about y'all, brothers? Hey, bro, with the ski mask. I think this brother, he came out. Yeah. So where is we at? Hey, sis. Somebody tap that sis on the shoulder? Sis in the back with the pink. Y'all believe in God? What God y'all believe in? Y'all Islam? Y'all Christian? Muslim? Okay. What made y'all Muslim? Y'all grew up Muslim? Yeah. Okay. So what's y'all nationality? Y'all come up, we don't fight. We just try to talk to our people. That's you black. What color is your pants? Alright, so how are we black? I don't know. Why don't other nations call themselves, what if I said I'm blue? Does that count? Is that a nationality? Could be. Sis, real quick, come up. I'm trying to have dialogue with you. No? Alright, somebody get that sister. You said what? You already know? The bus ain't coming. We gonna watch out for the bus for you. Somebody get that sister a flyer. Let me talk that. So let's go back to Ezekiel 20, go to verse 4. What about you, officer? About 5 minutes talking? Nah. You sure? Alright, somebody get that brother flyer, man. Let's go back to Ezekiel 20, go to verse 4.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verses 4.
Yeah.
Wilt thou judge them, son of man?
What about you, sis? Sis in the orange. You know.
Wilt thou judge them? Cause them to know the abominations of their fathers, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in the day when I chose Israel, and lifted up my hand unto the seed of the house of Jacob, and made myself known unto them.
How did the Most High make himself known unto us as a people? By bringing plagues, by bringing those 10 plagues that you read about upon Egypt. That's how he made us known. That's how he made himself known unto us is what? By destroying another nation. The Most High didn't do that for anybody else in the earth. Right, you read that in 2nd Ezra, the 1st chapter. He said, many nations have I destroyed for thy sake. So what? The Most High said, I made known myself unto thee. What? By how? Read.
And made myself known unto them in the land of Egypt, when I lifted up my hand unto them, saying, I am the Lord your God.
I am the what?
I am the Lord your God.
People avoided that knowledge that the Most High, he did these various things for us. He brought us through the Red Sea. He gave us a moral code that none of these other nations even had. Right? He destroyed different nations for us. Right? He brought us out of captivity time and time again. I see brothers. Hey bro, we talking to you. Oh no, we hooping.
At the wall, yeah.
I don't know where they going, but yeah. I'm about to say, Steffi can bring them up here if you want to. But yeah, the Most High, he did this for us, and our people don't even know. So what, we have to bring that to mind to our people, you know?
Verse 6. In the day that I lifted up my hand unto them.
What's going on, y'all? Bro, what do-rag? Get these brothers and sisters in here. What's going on, Kate? What's your name, bro? Tariq? Okay. So, what did the brother tell you? Oh, he ain't explained the flyer now? That's what I'm asking, right? Okay, so what we're already teaching our people is the Bible. Y'all familiar with the Bible? What you familiar with about the Bible? So what's everything?
I'm 32.
Okay, name 5 people in the Bible.
John, Matthew,
Right.
Jonah, Ezekiel.
Okay.
I know a lot of that.
You said 5 though.
That's 4. Why, you want me to name one more?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, bro. I'm not
Nah,
this embarrasses me. I can't even enjoy this.
I got you. All right, so What's the common denominator between all those people you named? Okay, so have you ever heard about the Israelites? Familiar with Israelites? The people that the Most High brought through the Red Sea. No? You're not familiar with Moses?
As a kid, I did, yes, as Moses, but I wasn't by that direction that
By
was
that-
going. Yeah.
okay, by that
I know
term.
it's Moses.
Okay, so basically what we're trying to show you is that all the people you just named, whether it be Jonah or Matthew or John or Ezekiel, all these people come from one nation of people, right? And that's the Israelites, the people that God brought through the Red Sea. Whether you know it or not, that whole Bible that you're reading is about the Israelites. And we're telling you that y'all come from that nation of people. Y'all are the Israelites, right? And we're teaching our people that we have to come back to God. What's your nationality? What y'all say?
My nationality is young.
No, that's a religion.
My nationality is Black African American.
Black African American. So, like we always say, black is a color. When I ask you a nationality, I'm talking about what land are you from, or your heritage. What did we used to eat? How did we used to dress? What language did we speak? Right? If I ask the Chinese man what his nationality is, they're going to tell me I'm from China. I speak Mandarin Chinese. We got the feast, not the feast, the year of the rat and the year of the dragon. We go, we got our wooden sandals, and we put the dragon over, things like that. What would you say that is for us? What's our heritage? Is it do-rag and smoking blunts?
It's a lot when they talk about black. You got slavery. You got slavery we've been through.
Right.
Getting a black man, it's just mad stuff with it come to let you.
Right,
So
but
it's
is
like,
that-
I really don't want to say what I'm just mad at the end of the day.
Okay, even with that, you said slavery and you said getting neglected. Does that sound like a heritage, a good heritage to have?
No.
That sounds kind of like, damn, like it sounds like we messed up. You see what I'm saying?
That's what we get judged as every day as a color person.
Right.
We get judged every day. Okay. It doesn't matter. We could be out walking with kids and we still getting judged every day from someone that's a different race. It could be, it'll even be somebody our kid. So it's just like, I don't know, it's weird.
Okay. So, like I said, what we're trying to teach is that the Bible, that's our heritage. The Bible, that's our history. Because when you go in the school system, you've been through school, right? You go to college. They not teach you our history. They teach you about Ben Franklin. They teach you about 1776. They teach you about Christopher Columbus. Who else? Thomas Jefferson. They teach you the same thing that they teach. And the only thing about our history they teach is what? Black History Month, right? February, you sitting in class and you watching that video. What movie was that? Y'all remember? No, the Martin Luther King video where it was a cartoon.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. But they,
I don't remember the name of it.
I don't remember the
But
name.
it was about Martin Luther King.
Right.
How he got assassinated.
Yep.
Went back in the past.
Right, exactly. But what else about our history? Who were we before we came
Well,
on
I'm
this?
about to take you to the park.
I got you, my bad. Maybe I'm asking too many questions.
I'll follow up with this. But right
Let
now,
me give you two scriptures. I ain't even read no scriptures. So,
I
we're
came out here
teaching.
with you.
Okay.
Probably like, they kids.
It sounds like they were listening. See that? See, they only want to leave. So watch this. Give me Deuteronomy, go to verse 11, chapter 11, verse 25. So, again, y'all listening? So, what we're teaching is that our people, when we came through the Red Sea with Moses, we made a contract with God, our forefathers, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. The contract, and we're going to read the contract, we're telling you that as a people, we go through the things we go through is because we broke the contract with God.
Right.
Now watch this. Read 11, go to verse 25.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verses 25. Verses 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
So a blessing and a curse, those are two opposites, right? We got a blessing and a curse, right?
A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your
So the
God.
Most High told us as a people, and you read about the people, that we're talking about the people of the Bible, and we're talking about that's us. Most High told us that if we obey the commandments of God, that we will be blessed as a people. Now there's another opposite side of that. Watch, read.
Verse 28. And a curse. And a what? And a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way.
The Most High told us as a people, if you don't keep my commandments, there were going to be curses or punishments. Now I'm sure you've heard our people go. You go to 28. on chapter 28. We've heard our people talk about generational curses. Now, what kind of generational curses do our people go through? Maybe two. Maybe one. Beating our kids, okay. What about beating our kids? Okay, what else? Financial, okay. Okay, that's good, that's good. So we're gonna show you, because the Most High, He told us what would happen to us as a people if we disobey His commandments. Just like if you got kids, or you've been a kid before, you got whipped by your parents if you disobeyed. I'm sure it happened often. So watch this. Let me 28, go to verse 54.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verses 54.
Here you go.
So that the man at the center among you, and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
What about us killing one another as a people? Would you call that a generational curse?
God call it a curse.
You call it a curse. Well, the Most High.
At the end of the day, and it could just be over a petty argument.
Right, exactly.
So it's just, yeah.
But that's what the Bible, that's what the Most High told us was going to happen to us as a people. If we didn't obey His commandments, that we were going to have an evil eye towards one another. And you can't tell me anybody else that goes through that as a people. The Chinese man don't, the Arab man don't. It's just us. And even like you said, it just be over petty arguments. It just be over, oh, I stepped on the brother's sneaker. Or I got blue on, he got red, he's a blood, I'm a Crip. But that's us having an evil eye. You see what I'm saying? You see what the Bible teaches? Read on.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his
He
children.
said he was going to have an evil eye towards his children, like you said. Our people beat, or our fathers, our mothers beat our children. Is that a good thing? No. But what was the other thing he said? Leaving. Is that true? Is that actually happening? So watch this. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
That's it.
Which he shall leave.
He's known for that. That's us. And y'all know anybody that grew up without their father? You grew up with you? Is that far, few and far between, or does that happen with a lot of our people?
A lot of our people.
Did you grow up with your father, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do a lot of our people? Do a lot of our people?
Nah.
No? Why is that?
Let the streets get us, man.
Streets get us. But we read in the Bible, the Most High told the children of Israel, if you disobey my commandments, your fathers are going to leave your children. He said that would be a curse upon us because what? We were disobedient to the things He told us to do. Watch this. Give me 68. This is the last one. Now, how do we get over here as a people? Y'all know? How do we get to America? Slavery, right? Over water. You said what?
Slavery.
Slavery. Okay, how do
Ancestors.
Ancestors. Okay, watch this.
The book of
I got you.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verses 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Now
again.
remember, we're reading punishments that would happen to us as a people if we broke the commandments of God. Now the Most High said, read this one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, if you know about the Bible, you know that the Israelites were doing what in Egypt. Remember? Why did Moses have to say, let my people go? He said what? Well, we were slaves. We were slaves in Egypt. So when the Most High says, I'm going to put you into Egypt again, what is He saying? No, if we were slaves in Egypt, and He says, I'm going to put you into Egypt again as a punishment, what does that mean? Back into slavery. That makes sense? So watch this. Read this one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
How?
with ships.
They got to hear this. Read it one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Slavery again, how?
with ships.
That's it?
With ships.
Somebody hold that sign real quick. Read that one more time.
With
How do we
ships.
get over here in slavery? And whose history is that? And why is this in the Bible that we all got? This was written 4,000 years ago. Why can we read that in the Bible and then we can go through our history and we can see these things happening to our people? Who went into slavery or slave ships?
Well, I'm ready to go.
Was it us?
Yeah, it was.
It was. Y'all agree?
We got tortured.
So we're showing y'all that this is us as a people. We're showing y'all that we're the people of God. And that we disobeyed God and what? Now we're going through punishments. Our message to y'all, since I know you gotta leave, is that to get out of the punishments that are happening to us, and there's more than just that. like you said, financial troubles, us being killed in the city, us being killed by our oppressor, all these things are written in the Bible. But what we have to come back to God and start being obedient. Just like if you disobey your parents, right? They're gonna whip you, right? Y'all gonna get something taken away. Something gotta go. How do you get back in the good graces? Follow the rules. That's what we telling our people. That's what the Most High wants us to do, is follow the rules. And there's rules all throughout this Bible that we gotta start keeping, right? So get them a flyer, please. Y'all gotta dig in. Y'all got flyers? So we got the YouTube, Instagram, all that on there. Y'all gotta start reading your Bible too. Because again, this is what's gonna get us out of the captivity, the slavery, all the things that we go through as a people. That's the only thing that's gonna get us out of this. All right, so y'all tap in with the information, because again, this is your history. It's not just, this is not just the Bible to y'all no more. Right? Y'all gotta realize that this is y'all history. And that you're not gonna learn about it anywhere else. College is not gonna teach y'all. The high school is not gonna teach y'all. It's not gonna happen. Y'all gotta dig into this for yourselves. All right? We're gonna finish this verse and y'all can go. Real.
Into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold. Ye shall be
The
sold
Lord said we're gonna be sold. Read.
unto your enemies.
Isn't that our history? The Most High said we're gonna be sold. Did y'all know this actually happened? We got sold. It says to be sold on Thursday, the 3rd day of August next, a cargo of 94 prime healthy Negroes. Did y'all know that was our history? That actually happened, but we're reading about it before it happened. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta take this as truth. We gotta take this as this gotta be God doing this to us. So he said we're gonna be sold to our enemies. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
No man's gonna come and get you. No man's gonna come and pay money to get you to come back to where you belong. Right? So we're telling you the only way to get back to where we belong is what? Through obedience to the Most High. Does that make sense? All right, so y'all got the flyers. Check out the YouTube, the Instagram, whatever y'all need. Y'all can reach out. We're out here Friday. What time y'all be start? 7 to about 11. We're out here Saturday 3 to like 8:30 now. So if y'all got any questions, y'all can always come back out. If y'all want to, you said you went to the park. Y'all can always slide back through if y'all got questions, all right? All right, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a blessed one, all right? Y'all be safe out here too. All right. All right, Ken. Where are we?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verses 6. In the day that I lifted up my hand unto them, to bring them forth out of the land of Egypt, into a land that I had espied for them, flowing with milk and honey.
That's it.
Flowing with milk and honey.
Does that mean it actually had milk and honey running through the land? No, it's just talking about how fertile, how what's a good word for it? How productive the land was. Now you read about, you look at the land of Israel. Can somebody give me Psalms 48 chapter, go to verse 1. You look at Israel now, you wouldn't think that it's going to say the glory of all land. You wouldn't think that. It looks like a desert. But why? It's because we, as a people, we transgressed. We went away from the Most High, so the Most High made it a barren wilderness, like it reads in the scripture. Read that again.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verses 6. In the day that I lifted up my hand unto them, to bring them forth of the land of Egypt, into a land that I had espied for them, flowing with milk and honey.
That's it.
Flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands.
Right. In our land, people want to be from Philadelphia. They proud to be from Philadelphia, or they might move up. They might move to what's a nice city or a nice town, Malibu. That's not the glory. This land is defiled, like the scriptures read. Our homeland is the top land in the whole earth. Right? It says the glory of all land. We're gonna read that. Give me Psalm 48, go to verse 1.
This is Psalms 48 and verse number 1. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised.
Hey, bro. Hey, brothers. Hey, bro. Hey, you believe it? No, you're good. I want to talk to you. Where you from? Philly? Okay, what's your nationality? African American, okay. You know, are you from Africa or are you from America? You from Africa or from America? You from America, so how are you African American? Okay, so your ancestors from Africa, right? So what is Africa? It's a continent, right? So what country are you from?
Well, I'm from America.
Right. You see what I'm getting at, though?
I see what you're saying.
Okay, so what I'm trying to get to is that we don't really actually know who we are. Even if you want to say we're from Africa, you would have to give me a country, a dialect that you used to speak, what kind of dances were you doing, what kind of foods were you, see what I'm saying? What we're teaching our people is that we're not really from Africa. Is that Israel? Right, Israelites, right. So she kind of knows, do you know? No? Yeah? In between. Okay, so again, what we're teaching and what we've been teaching all day is that our people, we go back to the Bible. That's our ancient history. Every nation of people has an ancient history, but we're the only ones that when we're asked, we don't know. You see what I'm saying? I can read a couple scriptures for you, you gotta go. Okay, so give me Jeremiah 17 verse 4. Watch this.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Read.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Listen to bro. What does it say? Huh? Okay, I got you. Read that one more time. Make sure you listen, because this is the most important information. You in school? What grade you in? Oh, you in college? Okay, what you studying? Sports management, where? This time I went to East Stroudsburg for sports management. So that's funny. He went to Kutztown. See that? Right. You see that? What you were sophomore. See that? I'm telling you, I went to college for 4 years. I never heard nothing like this. And this information is more important than any of the information you took. You took marketing, right? You took marketing. You took macro. Not yet. What else you took? You took communications. Yeah, I'm telling you, the information that we're going to teach you is more important than any information you're ever going to learn. I don't care if you go get your master's degree, your doctorates. You understand? So it's important that you listen. All right, so give me that in Jeremiah 17 verse 4.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 4.
Bring it up.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave to
The Most High is talking to this people. The Bible is about a specific people called the Israelites. Everybody, just about everybody you read about that's important in the Bible, Jeremiah, maybe two people. You familiar with the Bible? Maybe two people. Who? Okay, so you got Isaiah, Ezekiel, the 12 apostles, Jesus. You following? All these people, they go back to this, they stem back to this, to the Israelites, according to the Bible. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You heard about that a lot. We're telling you is that that's who we are. Right? We go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And now what? The Most High said that, read this one more time.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
I said we're going to discontinue from our heritage. Meaning what? To stop. To cease. That's what discontinue means, right? So what people on the earth have discontinued from their heritage? They don't know what it is. I ain't slide back, man. You don't got a lot of me. I ain't know what I got. Get a flyer, bro. Get a flyer. Alright? If you slide back, well, I'll probably have somebody else talk to you. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, with the brown bag.
With the black hoodie.
I don't know what you need a 40? Hey, sisters, y'all got 5 minutes. 5 minutes for me. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Y'all believe in God? Why not? But isn't Allah God? I asked you if you believed in God. You see how that works?
They supposed to dress up like that as Muslims?
I guess so. I guess after Ramadan it's over with. What about y'all? Okay. Alright, so where are we at? Who's next? Who y'all next? Alright, General? But our message to our people is that we got to come back to God. Because like we've been saying all day, matter of fact, give me Isaiah 9 and verse 13 real quick. Our people look for every way out of the condition that they're in, but there's one way we haven't tried, and that's coming back to the Most High. And the Most High told us in the last days that we were going to come back to Him in sincerity and truth. And He said that's what He's looking for. He's looking for what? He's looking for those that are going to serve Him in sincerity and in spirit and in truth. All right, somebody give me Hosea 3, go to verse 4. Give me Isaiah 9 and verse 13.
This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 13. For the people turneth not unto him that smiteth them.
That's it.
For the people turneth not unto him that smiteth them.
Right, and it says we don't turn to Him that smiteth us, but how are we going to turn to Him that smiteth us if we don't even know that the Most High is doing what He's doing? So what? We have to come out here. We have to make known. Hey, brothers, y'all come listen real quick. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, bro. So we have to come and make known that the Most High, He's the one doing this to us. Hey, bro, where you from? So what? So we got to make it known to our people that the Most High is doing what He's doing to us. Give me that Baruch. Go to 4 and verse 13. What about y'all, sisters? Y'all believe in God? Y'all believe in God? Since with the Gucci is like Gucci, I don't know. Chanel. But we have to make it known because our people just think, again, this is status quo, it's generational curses, that we gotta start. There's all types of things that our people wanna say that why we're going through the things we're going through, but we know through the scriptures that it can only be the Most High that's doing this thing. Because He wrote of it before we even started going through it. Right, so give me that Baruch. Yeah, verse 14.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verses 13. They knew not His statutes, nor walked in the ways of His commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in His righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting has brought upon them. For He has brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child.
And it said the Most High, He was the one that brought these nations against us, that did these things to us, that stripped us of our language, stripped us of our heritage. You know?
These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. But what can I help you? For He that brought these plagues upon you, will deliver you from the hands of your enemies.
So it's got to be the Most High that delivers us from the hands of our enemies. We got to stop looking to these other people to do it, and we got to stop looking like it's going to be us that's going to do it. Because what happened to Nat Turner? What happened, like we said, what happened to Martin Luther King? What happened to Malcolm X? They thought they could do it. But it's what? It's all going to be through what? The strength and the power of the Most High. Right? Give me Hosea 3 and verse 4, and I'm going to close up with that. Hey, King, we can talk. Never mind. 3 verse 4.
This is Hosea chapter 3 and verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod.
And this is all things that what? Pertaining to our heritage. That what? The Most High said we're going to dwell many days without. That's why when we read that we're going to be stripped of our heritage, what? These are all the things that we haven't had. We don't know what a damn ephod is. We don't know what a seraphim is, a teraphim. We don't know what a priest is, or we don't have any of these things because the Most High said He was going to take this thing from us. But what? He's going to be the one to restore these things to us. He's going to be the one to put us back on our rightful place. You know?
And without an ephod, and without a teraphim.
Hey, Ken, you believe in God, bro? Yes, no? All right, well, you got to check that flower out, bro. You know?
And without teraphim. Afterward shall the children of Israel return.
What did I say?
Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his God, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter day.
Right, and that's what we all come out here looking for, is those that want to return to the Most High, like he said we would do in these